Hi, and welcome to my Power Vinyasa Yoga class. My name is Noelle Pierrat, and we're going to be working on Forearm Stand today. I have gone a couple months now without teaching yoga. I've been teaching mostly just sculpt or fitness-based classes, and during the pandemic, studios are closed or reopening. I'm not teaching in the studios right now, and it's been really hard to kind of miss that yoga practice and teaching specifically, because teaching is my expression of art, my expression of creativity, and my expression of self, which I've really felt the lack of during these last few months while the world has been so different. And kind of equate it to my father. My late father was an inventor and an engineer and a designer, and even into his 80s, towards the end of his life, even through dementia, he was still inventing and he was still engineering and he still had that soul connection to his art and his passion. And that's how I feel about yoga. I literally dream about yoga sequences, and it's those moments right before I wake up in the morning or right before I'm going to bed at night, and my mind is just coming up with different ways of moving my body and teaching people how to move their bodies. And it's not something I can just turn off when studios close down or our world shifts and that outlet isn't there anymore. So I highly value the ability to continue to share that through these online practices. And I also didn't get the engineering genes. So the technology piece is really challenging. I've tried different platforms of teaching, and I find that the video quality isn't great, the audio quality isn't great. And it's stressful as a teacher to be kind of managing all of those things while we're just trying to share our passion and our art and have that connection. So I'm hoping that YouTube might be a good solution to kind of mitigate some of those live class issues and provide good quality content that is hopefully impactful to whoever out there is watching this. So thank you for being here with me, for taking time to heal yourself through movement and hopefully connect to that sense of creativity and awareness that happens when we practice any kind of movement, but yoga in particular. So for today's class, we will be using a block if you have one. Some other things that work instead of blocks are a nice thick book. I'm reading Hamilton right now, and that is a thick book, or a sturdy Tupperware, something along those lines. So something that you can have that's a little bit firm. And then water and a mat, and that's all you need. I'm not going to cue any specific playlist. Just put on whatever you love to move to, or you can just listen to me and let your breath be the only sound that you hear. We'll start in child's pose today. So bring your knees out wide, big toes together to touch. Reach your fingertips forward and draw your hips back away from your shoulder line. And then just start to breathe into your body. I'm going to stay up out of child's pose so you can hear me. I want you to settle into anything that's feeling a little bit stiff, a little bit tense, and just allow this whole sense of relaxation to come over you. And a lot can be changed in our physical bodies just by how we choose to breathe. So think fuller body inhales, expand your rib cage side to side on that breath in, and then full body exhales. Feel everything kind of narrow, tighten, and empty on your breath out. Again, deep inhale. And deep exhale. You can massage your forehead or tap out your fingers, anything that allows a little bit more of that sense of release and relaxation. And take one more big breath in. And open mouth exhale. Come up to tabletop. Ujjayi breath in. So through your nose, inhale. And through your nose, exhale to cat pose. Curling around your spine, push your shoulder blades up. And again, inhale, cow through the nose, breathe in. Exhale, cat through your nose, breathe out. We'll do one more like that. Inhale, cow pose, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, cat pose, squeeze your deep core tight. And then find a neutral tabletop. We'll take this down to forearms. So bring your elbows underneath the line of your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide, so flatten the palms to the mat, just like you're in a downward facing dog. Push your outer arms towards the opposite sides of your mat. At the same time, draw your inner elbows towards the midline of your body. So there's this kind of activation of the deep chest muscle. Keep that. Inhale, forearm cow. Drag your heart forward. Pull your heart away from the front line of your mat. Exhale, forearm tabletop cat. Tuck your chin, push into your arms, lift your back body. Twice with breath. Inhale, forearm, tabletop cow. Exhale, forearm, tabletop cat. Go one more. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your tailbone. Exhale, squeeze, lift your armpits. Good, inhale to neutral, more puppy pose from here. So you'll keep the hips stacked directly on top of your knees and just walk your arms forward. So this is the first time your block might come in handy. Your forehead might rest on that block if you'd like. Or you can just rest forehead down or even chin down to the mat. So this has always felt really good in my body. I know that's not the case for everyone out there. So please just adopt whatever level of intensity or modification you need to feel really good. As you allow this gentle heart opener, slight back bend, relax your belly, take a deep inhale, and grounding exhale. Good. Inhale, slither forward. Again, forearms stay on the mat. And let's find a nice Sphinx pose. Uncurl your toes. Let your hips relax. You might even give your booty a little shake. And rather than letting your chest dump down, push into your forearms. Feel the muscles underneath your armpits ignite. Lift the center of your chest. And imagine a string attached from the very top of your head to your ceiling. Pull up, up, up to lengthen your cervical spine. One more breath in. And exhale, forehead down. Just relax everything to the mat. Slide your hands in line with your shoulders. Curl your toes. We're going to take a 5-count press to high plank. Lift your knees. Breathe in. Exhale, press 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that's a tricky move. It takes a lot of core strength. If you needed to take your knees, no worries. One breath in. And downward facing dog as you exhale. And paddle out your down dog. Feel into the strength of your body. Push your hands into your mat. Lift your shoulders away from your ears and soften your heels down towards the ground. Most of you will probably feel really good with a bend to your knees. I know that feels great in my body. Little bend to your knees allows you to lift your hips even more and lengthen your lumbar area. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll forward fold. Step your feet up, hip width or wider. Interlace opposite pinky to elbow and let your body hang. Little dangle, shimmy, shake of your head might feel nice. Let your upper arms traction more length and space away from your hips. I'm gonna work sunflowers from here. So find your right elbow tip and use that to lead. Spin over towards the left and lift your torso from the right elbow and come all the way back down. I'm gonna take 2 more like that. I'll back up so you can see. Inhale, lift up, lengthen, or maybe you can't see. And exhale down. One more. Inhale, right arm leads the way. And exhale down. Hang for a moment. Let your torso realign. And we'll switch. This time, left elbow does the leading. Inhale, up, stretch through your obliques. And exhale down. 2 more. Left arm up, lift. And exhale down. Last one. Left arm lift. And lower down. We'll go for chest expansion. Reach your hands up, interlace your fists at your tailbone, bend your knees, and punch your knuckles overhead. Let your head and neck relax. Rock your weight to the balls of your feet. As you do so, lift your sitting bones a little bit higher. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Release your hands to the ground. Bring your feet together to touch. And slowly rise up, mountain pose, Tadasana. Reach all the way up to the sky. You can bring your hands to heart center. Just give yourself a little shoulder shrug or a neck roll. Something that allows you to feel anchored and grounded in your body. And push right hand to left hand to right so you feel the activation of your chest and your triceps. Take a deep breath in and a grounding breath out and just feel the energetic impact of the small amount of movement you've done so far. Any sense of swirling or heat or tingling, all of this starting to take place underneath the surface of your skin, getting you more connected, more grounded, and more kind of dialed in to the things that really make you you. I think yoga, and this came to me as I was dreaming, yoga is the ability to practice being who we really are. So feel who you really are and use the next, however many minutes we have here to rehearse that self. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana, lift up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, bow down. Inhale, halfway lift, come up nice and high. So hands to the upper thigh bones. Use your hands to push your legs away from you so that your chest and your back ignite. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana, reach up. And so we're gonna go a little back bend. I'll show you down here. Bend your elbows, lift your chest, squeeze your back muscles tight. Inhale, mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high halfway lift, strong through the midsection. Exhale, high plank, plant your palms. Step back, we'll lower down, chaturanga. 3, 2, 1, high plank, push up. Again, lower down, chaturanga. 3, 2, 1, high plank, push up. Lower down, chaturanga. 3, 2, 1, high plank, hold. And downward facing dog press. Free breath in and free breath out. Let's take it as a flow. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Just one time through. Exhale, back bend, stretch and open. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, one time. Elbows close. 3, 2, 1, up dog this time. Push your hands down. Lift your kneecaps. Pull your heart forward and lengthen the crown of your head. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Curl and lift your hips. Free breath in. And deep breath out. Ujjayi, inhale. Ujjayi, exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high halfway lift. Exhale, deep fold. Chair pose, Uttanasana, touch the ground. Sit low enough that you can actually make contact. Fingertips to mat, then reach up. Squeeze your biceps in close towards your ears. Lift your thumbs a little bit higher and work your thigh bones one day parallel to the mat underneath you. Sit deeper, squeeze your thighs tighter for 3. Mountain pose in 2. And 1, stand tall, breathe in. Then chair pose, airplane arms. Sit back, lift your elbows. We'll flow that. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, chair, airplane arms. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. Exhale and hold, chair, airplane arms. Option for the heel lift, little balance for drinking bird. Squeeze tight, sit low. 3, 2, and 1. Chair to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms. Step back. We got a forearm side plank. Left forearm down to the ground. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Squeeze your inner thighs together. You can always drop your knees if you need a little bit more support. Right arm up is going to be slightly more challenging. Right hand to the hip, a little bit more easy to manage. Pulse hips up and down. Up and down. Nice job. Exhale. Exhale. Maybe you take that right hand. Feel your left oblique. Ensure that it's fired, it's working, it's online. 4 more. 3 more. 2, we switch on 1. Right forearm down, spin over, reach your left arm up. You can drop your knees. You can also bring that left hand to your hip. Pulse up. Up. Maybe left hand to the right oblique. Feel your body work. Lift your right oblique muscles. Squeeze tight. 4, 3, 2, high plank on 1, breathe in, and downward facing dog, breathe out. Whew. Inhale, lift your right heel high. Exhale, knee to nose or forehead tap. Inhale, kick. Exhale, low lunge. Crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Bend your right knee on top of your ankle. Reach your arms towards the sky. Level out your hips, almost like you're trying to steer your pelvis straight forward. Connect your palms, bend your elbows, and place your thumbs to the nape of your neck. Now add some pressure, back of your skull into your forearm bones. Then imagine you could hold 2 little golf balls right in the armpit cavity. Squeeze your mid-back, take a breath in, and exhale, devotional lunge. Bend your left knee, tiny back bend, or you can stay straight. Let that left knee hover 1 inch or 2 inches off the ground. That crescent lunge coming up. Inhale, reach. And exhale, warrior 2. Extend out super long. Push down into the knife edge of your left foot. Lighten the grip of your right toes. Pierce either end of your room with your fingertips. Inhale, reverse triangle. Push through your right leg. Pull through your right fingers. Lengthen your right side body. Big breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Bend your right knee. Rest your right arm either on top of or to the inside of your right thigh. Peel your left arm open. Transfer about 10% more weight into your left leg. Lift your left inner arch. Gaze up, forward, or down. Are you breathing? Full body inhale and full body exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Maintain the depth and strength of your lunge. Pull your right elbow tip up. Lift your left rib cage up. Work your right thigh heavy and low. Big inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, plant both palms. I'm a big fan of Ekapada these days. Any more booty work I can get, I like. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down. Whew. Inhale, lift your left heel high. Exhale, knee to nose, or chin or forehead. Whew. Inhale, kick. And exhale, lunge. Crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Find your balance. So if you're a little wobbly, you might be too narrow in your stance. Give yourself room for your pelvis to land nice and square. Hug your arm bones into the shoulder socket and squeeze the back of your right thigh just as strong as the front of your left thigh. Connect your palms, bend your elbows, place your thumbs to the nape of your neck. Add that equal and opposing pressure, head to arms, arms to head. Lift your elbows half centimeter higher. Breathe in. Exhale, devotional lunge. Bend your right knee so you can stay straight up or carve out that slight back bend. Keep your right knee a couple of inches off the ground. Squeeze your sitting bones in tight. Crescent lunge. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Yeah, I'm kind of sweating. Woo! All right. Draw your frontal hip points together underneath your belly button. At the same time, lift your back ribs up. So there's this cinching and control of the front line as you free up and lengthen the back line. Inhale, reverse triangle, pull up, lift up, maybe even look up. Exhale, extended side angle. Bend your left knee, plant your left arm into your left thigh or rest it lightly on top of as you extend your right arm up. Gaze can follow skyward, forward, or down. Squeeze front and back of your right leg. Stay down low. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lift up and stretch from the elbow tip through your left pinky finger. Pull your belly up to lift your chest, and then relax your left shoulder. Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga. Plant your palms. Maybe that Ekapada or Ekapada with a pulse that I'm liking these days. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in and deep breath out. Whew. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, touch the ground. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, airplane arms, maybe touch the ground. 2 more times. Inhale, chair, stay low. Exhale, airplane arms, squeeze. 1 more, inhale, chair. Exhale, airplane arms. Let's go mountain pose. Inhale, reach up, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. You can add a little pulse, a push-up, or you can skip it all together, your choice. Good, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right heel high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, or elbow, or even shoulder. Inhale, kick. And exhale, lunge. Breath to movement. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach. Connect your palms. Exhale, devotional lunge. Bend it low. Inhale, crescent. 1 breath up. Exhale, warrior two. 1 breath out. Inhale, reverse triangle. Lengthen. Exhale, extended side angle. Go deep. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stay low. Exhale, chaturanga. Find your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left heel high. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, or elbow, or shoulder. Inhale, kick. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge and connect your palms. Exhale, devotional lunge. Bend elbows and knee. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. One breath to lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work. Look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Keep moving. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit deep. Exhale, airplane arms. Reach up. Two more. Inhale, chair. Sit lower. Exhale, airplane arms. Got one more. Inhale, chair, lift. Exhale, airplane arms. Hold. Interlace your hands at your tailbone. Punch your knuckles back. Sparrow pose. Lift your heels. Gaze forward down the length of your nose for 3. Sit deep, 2. Chest expansion on 1. Fold your torso forward. Let your head relax. Woo, release your fingers. Inhale, halfway lift. Option to come up high. Exhale, chaturanga, high to half. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Inhale, right leg high. Right knee, left elbow, cross underneath your belly line. Inhale, kick. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, devotional lunge. Maybe that back bend adds. Yes, inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. You can add on or take away, customize to make it work for you. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift your left heel high. Left knee, right elbow, cross and tap, twist from your core. Inhale, kick. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, devotional back bend. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Doing great. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank. And lower down, forearm plank. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Flat palms is a great way to balance out your strength and not rely on squeezing your fists together. If you are a squeezer, try flattening your palms and connecting them instead. Then push your pinkies down, lift your armpits up. Dolphin walks. Pike your hips, walk your toes in, and then we'll come all the way back down to forearm plank. Lift, tiptoe up, tiptoe down, forearm plank. You're just training the motion in your body. Can you maintain that nice, strong, and secure shoulder girdle as you lift and maneuver your hips? Draw up from the band of muscle between belly button and hip tips. Nice job, keep breathing. And use this as a time to feel space increase between every single vertebra. As you lift up, breathe into your back body. And as you lower down, feel your front body extend. 3 more. Last 2. And 1. We'll meet in that forearm plank and then lower all the way down to your belly. Bring your chin to the mat and interlace your hands right behind your head for a small back extension. Lift up and lower down. Exhale, inhale. You can stay or you can lift one leg at a time. Alternate heel lift as the upper body rises, or both legs together. Inhale down. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Strengthen your back body. Lengthen your front body. Drive your frontal hip points into your mat. Gaze down the length of your nose. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your hands in line with your shoulders. Curl your toes. Second, 5-second press to high plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Look between your hands, hop or jump all the way through, and come down onto your back. Now, if you have a block, you'll place it right in between your thighs. Glue the soles of your feet to your mat. We'll take a very simple upper body crunch. Lightly touch your fingertips to the back of your skull. Exhale, lift your torso straight up. Inhale down, exhale lift. Squeeze your block to help secure your inner line of energy, inner thighs, pelvic floor, all the way to the root of your core. And rather than curling your chin into your belly, lift your heart up towards the sky. Use every muscle fiber from your breastbone to your pubic bone to help lift and lengthen your torso. Squeeze your block. Breathe out of your mouth. 4 more. 3, 2. Hold it up on 1 little pulse, up an inch, up an inch. Squeeze your block, lift your chest. Nice job. Last 4, 3, 2. We'll lower down, lift your knees. Reverse tabletop with your legs. Right hand to left knee, and left hand to right knee. Alternate side to side. You can go a little faster, a little slower. Squeeze your block and push the soles of your feet forward. Exhale. Exhale, draw your shoulder blade tips off of the mat. Lead with the center of your heart. Nice. 4, each side. 3, tap. 2, you got legs up the wall on 1. Shift your block now to in between your feet. Flex your toes towards your nose. Squeeze your block between your ankles and rest your hands where it's comfortable. It might be a little wider than your hips. You could come all the way to a T, or you might feel most comfortable with your hips actually on your hands. Squeeze your block, breathe in. Exhale, lower halfway down. Good, inhale, come back up. Exhale, lower 2/3 of the way down. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lower to your edge, whether that's halfway, 2/3, or 2 inches. Nice. Inhale, come back up. We got it again. Exhale, lower halfway. Squeeze your block. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower 2/3. Inhale, center. Keep the belly heavy. Exhale to your edge. Nice job. Inhale, back up. 1 more time. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale up. Exhale, 2/3. Inhale up. Exhale to your edge. Good. Inhale, legs up. Bend your knees. Take your block and move it to the side. Little rock and roll side to side. And come up to boat pose. And rock and roll length of your spine a couple times. Meet me here. Lift your chest. Roll your shoulders back. Take your elbows out wide. Lean back. And sit back up. Find that edge point where you get a little shake. As long as this is in the front of your core, you're doing great. Call it a conscious crunch. So we're not getting that strength happening from the back body or the hip flexors. It's focused in the midsection. Back and up. If you're ready for a little bit more, you can lean back, lift one leg, then the other. Or you can lift both legs. Up and down. Good. 4 more. 3, keep your chest lifted. Gaze somewhere awesome in front of you. 2. On 1, you'll plant your feet. Wrap your arms around your knees. Give yourself a little cow cat. Inhale up and exhale in. Lengthen and contract. Good work. All right. Find a tabletop position. If you want to take a couple of rock and rolls to get there, we'll cross the ankles, plant your palms, tabletop. Come back to that forearm tabletop with your elbows underneath your shoulders. We'll do a little movement with the arm here. So if you'd like to, you can place a block in between your hands for a little bit of a kind of measurement tool. Otherwise, just trust your body. So make a number 11 with your hands. Squeeze your elbows in. You can kind of see how my arms are moving around here. Just the bone is moving, not the skin, right? Squeeze your elbows in. So you can feel your chest muscles ignite. Then push evenly through the elbows all the way up to your middle fingers. Inhale, forearm tabletop cow. Exhale, forearm tabletop cat. So 1 more like that. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract. Good. Inhale about halfway. So in between that full extension and the full flexion, so nice and neutral. Curl your toes, dolphin pose, lift your hips. And just notice if your arms rolled out to the sides. Keep squeezing your elbows in and walk your toes up. You can stay here, lift one leg, and then the other. These are just drills to help get you prepared for forearm stand. If you're ready to hit it, go for it. Maybe you take a little hop with the grounded toes. And I will show you, since I've been a little bit out of practice, I'm not just gonna go right into it. My trick for being comfortable practicing into forearm stand is actually, to use a block as essentially a wall. So I don't have to rely on a wall around me and lose that strength. I can use a block and help get into this posture. So the way that we do that is to place your yoga block towards the top of your mat with a little bit of space. So I like to say about enough room that you could slide a couple of phones under, or you could stash your candy bars or whatever it is. So a few inches underneath that block. You'll hold the edges of your block with 4 fingers on each hand and then tip it up. Now, that flat part of your block that's a little bit angled is going to connect to the very back part of your skull. So if you place your palm right at the brow bone and tap your middle finger to the crown of your head, that's the crown of your head. We're gonna go another section back, kind of where if you're a lady, you might wear your ponytail up high. If you're a guy, you might wear your man bun up high. So right at that point of the skull is where the flat part of the block is going to touch. Lift the block, find that connection, and then dolphin pose. Now pull the block into your head, walk your toes up, and you can begin trying to lift up to forearm stand. Woo! Alrighty, give it a go. You can always pause because you're in control, right? But I can encourage you to just try it while we're here together. I can't give you exact help. If you have questions, you can always message me later. But I'm hoping that for some of you, that block wall can help you get over the hurdle of fear that comes with forearm stand and really kind of tapping into how amazing just movement is and what we're capable of when we can push through that barrier and that resistance that our mind creates, this kind of veil between what is really ourself and what we are conditioned day to day to thinking that we're good enough for. We're all that we're good enough for. So get out of that veil, out of that fog, feel into your strength and your power. If you're still scared, that is okay. It's a practice. Good. All right, when you've had enough, you can get rid of that block. I'm just gonna find a comfortable seat. On your heels, little neck roll. And take your hands behind your back, interlace your shoulders, or rather interlace your fingers, roll your shoulders back. You'll punch your knuckles down, give yourself a chest expansion. And we'll do a little fold from here. Open up the chest and shoulders. And come back up. Give yourself a little mental high five for doing so great. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Curl your toes, lift your hips, press back. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon, right knee, right wrist. Extend your left leg back. Give yourself a little tent up of the fingers. So we have all this space on the pelvis. You can also place a block underneath your right hip. Level out your shoulders, breathe in. And then exhale, sleeping pigeon, bow down. Again, you can rest on your elbows if that feels better. Even if you're not in an active yoga practice every day, you're out of your routine, getting a few stretches like this is great for keeping your body limber. If you're sitting a lot, your glutes are not being utilized the way that they're meant to. So a little bit of activation and stretch in the hips can help keep that tissue supple so it doesn't get over lengthened. And then bonus points if you can add on glute strengthening, like a yoga sculpt or squats or anything like that. And just follow your breath, longer, fuller inhales, longer, fuller exhales. And press up to your palms. You're going to keep this right leg bent, switch or swing onto your right hip, and go for a single leg giant Shirshasana. Left leg long, right leg bent, reach up, quarter turn to the left, and fold. So, I can't even grab that left foot these days. Maybe a little bend to your knee can go a long way. Or you can turn this into a really nice QL stretch. So take your right hand, grab the pinky toe side of your left foot, take your left hand and turn over your left shoulder. Good, back to center, and we'll switch out the legs. So simply extend your right leg long, left leg in. Bend your right knee, quarter turn to the left, reach up, or rather right, and fold forward. You can grab onto the ball of your foot, or go for that QL stretch. Left hand to your right pinky toe, take your right hand to the right, give yourself a little turn. And come back to center. Keep the left leg bent, sweep your right leg behind you and set up your half pigeon on this side. So block if you used it on the other side underneath your hip. Lift your chest and square your shoulders before you breathe in. Then exhale, sleeping pigeon, come down.